Hey there, I am so glad you're here at the Empower Her Business Accelerator podcast. I am your host, Philippa Channer, and we are deep into our April series on content pillars. So far, we've covered how to define your content pillars in episode 174, and then we did how to align them with your business goals in episode 175. If you missed those, I highly recommend going back and listening to those first. They set the stage for today's conversation. Now, this week, we're going to be diving into how to create engaging content around each of the pillars. Your content pillars are the foundation, but the magic happens when you bring them to life with content that resonates, educates, and inspires your audience. And don't forget, in the meantime, the new self-paced Empower Her program is here to guide you in building a content strategy that works for your business. With video lessons, downloadable resources, and templates, this program is perfect for female entrepreneurs looking to elevate their marketing on their own schedule. So check it out using the link in the show notes. Now, let's jump into today's topic. We're going to be talking about, again, creating engaging content that connects with your audience and actually drives results. So first off, why does engagement really matter? Creating content isn't just about publishing, it's about connecting. Engaging content grabs attention, builds trust, and keeps your audience coming back for more. When your content resonates, it's going to do three things. It's going to first strengthen your brand. Engaged audiences remember you and associate your brand with value. It's also going to drive action. Whether it's a click, share, or purchase, engagement leads to results. And lastly, it helps build relationships. Consistent interaction fosters trust and loyalty with your audience. Now, there's a few steps to creating engaging content around your pillars. First step is to understand your audience's preferences. You want to tailor your content format and messaging to what your audience enjoys and engages with the most. This matters because meeting your audiences where they are ensures that your content gets noticed and heard. So an example of this is if your audience prefers quick, actionable tips, create some bite-sized videos or Instagram reels. If they enjoy in-depth insights, you're going to focus on those blogs or podcasts. Your action step here is to review your analytics or survey your audience to identify their preferences and formats. The next step in creating engaging content around your content pillars is incorporating storytelling. Use stories to illustrate your points and connect with your audience on a personal level. This matters because stories make your content relatable, memorable, and emotionally engaging. So an example would be to share a success story from a client or your own personal journey as an entrepreneur to bring a pillar like empowerment to life. Your action step here is to brainstorm real life stories or case studies that align with each of your pillars. The next step in this process is to add value through education. You want to teach your audience something new, solve a problem, or answer a common question related to one of your pillars. This matters because providing value builds trust and positions you as an expert in your field. An example of this is if one of your pillars is marketing strategy, you want to create a how-to guide or a checklist for optimizing social media campaigns. Your action step here is to list common questions or pain points that your audience has and create content that addresses them. The next step is to involve your audience in the process. Make your audience feel like they are a part of the conversation by encouraging interaction and feedback. Engaging your audience directly builds community and trust. You can run a poll on Instagram or LinkedIn to get input on a topic or invite your audience to share their thoughts in the comments of a blog post. So your action step here is to incorporate calls for interaction in your content, like polls, Q&A sessions, or feedback requests. All right, the next step in this process is to use visuals or multimedia. Enhance your content with visuals like images, videos, and infographics. This matters because visual content is more likely to grab attention and boost engagement, especially on social media. Examples of this would be turning a blog post into a series of visually appealing Instagram carousel slides or a very short video. Your action step here is to explore tools like Canva or Adobe Spark to create simple branded visuals for your content. And then the last step is to maintain a consistent voice. Ensure that your tone and style align with your brand and resonates with your audience. This matters because consistency builds trust and makes your brand easier to be recognized. An example here is if your brand voice is warm and empowering, keep that tone across all of your content, whether it's social media posts, an email list, newsletter, even when you're in person at a networking event. You want to have consistent voice. So your action step here is to create a brand voice guide to keep your messaging consistent across all channels. Engaging content is about more than just posting. It's about connecting. By understanding your audience, telling stories, providing value, and keeping your content visually and emotionally engaging. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Next week, we're going to wrap up the series by discussing how to evolve your content pillars as your audience grows. So don't miss it. And remember, the self-paced Empower Her program is here. It's live, and it's going to help you implement these strategies on your own time. So with these templates, resources, and expert guidance, this program is designed to really fit seamlessly into your busy schedule. Sign up today, learn some more information. The link, of course, is in the show notes. And until next time, keep shining. And remember, engaging content is the key to turning your content pillars into meaningful connections with your audience.